2 years at the bargaining table went nowhere, so NBA players are planning to take their chances in a courtroom. The Players Association has rejected the league's latest proposal for a new labor deal yesterday, putting the 2011-2012 season in jeopardy. They're now preparing to file an antitrust action against the NBA and taking steps to dissolve the union. So what this boils down to is there may not be an NBA season, period.
And that would mean no professional basketball where I'm standing outside of Quicken Loans Arena. It would also affect more than 1,200 people who work inside that arena right across the street. Security guards, concession stand workers, custodians. Kristen Severance of the Ohio News Network, who works for us, has many of the folks working at the Q is their only job. Here's her report.
I'm like Mr. Rogers. This is my neighborhood.
ANTOINE HART spends his day as a News Channel 5 security guard. He opens the parking lot and escorts guests and employees to the station.
On my way.
He also knows just about everyone who drives past him and works nearby.
People say that they feel a little bit safer when they see me in the morning because I'm always here, and that's a good thing for me.
After a few hours at home, Hart heads to his night job.
I work for the Quicken Loans Arena, and I am a security officer.
Hart is one of the 1,000 part-time employees here at the Q. They have another 250 full-time workers.
Every event, we work.
Events that have their perks.
I've seen Beyonce, I've seen Chris Brown, I've seen Sade.
But basketball is the Q's main event.
Those 40 games, those 9 months of basketball, we need that.
He says for many of the security guards, concession stand workers, and custodians, working at the Q is their only job.
And when there's no season, which is our biggest draw, basketball, then that stresses a lot of people. People can't come to work, people can't pay bills, and that's hard.
He hopes the NBA players keep in mind they aren't the only ones that have something to lose.
I want them to be able to look at the common person. It affects you, but it affects us harder because we don't make $100,000 a day or every event, so that stresses us.
In Cleveland, Kristen Severance, the Ohio News Network.
Joining me right now outside the Q Arena, Quicken Loans Arena, is Cassidi. She's the manager of the Harry Buffalo on East 4th Street, right across the street from the Q. If they don't come back, for NBA basketball, how's this going to affect the Harry Buffalo restaurant?
It's definitely going to affect Harry Buffalo and restaurants all around East 4th Street. It means that for 42 home games a year, 20,000 extra people aren't going to be downtown, so we're going to take a hit.
Does that mean that you would have to lay people off if it gets that bad, if it gets to that?
If there's no NBA season at all, we're definitely going to have to reevaluate, whereas on a random Tuesday or Thursday night, we could staff 15 people, and now we're down to 5.
On a good night, you would do big business there, wouldn't you, when they've got a ball game going across the street there?
Oh, absolutely. People are in there partying before and after the game, so we do great during NBA.
Yeah. What's your feelings right now? I mean, what are you trying to brace up in case it's for a worst case scenario?
I think we've been preparing for this for a little while, but to know that, maybe they're not going to play at all is really disappointing. That's a feeling around here. Everybody's just generally disappointed.
Certainly all of you in the restaurant business, all around this area here, in the hotel business, you get together, do you talk about these things and compare notes about what if?
Yeah, I mean, some of the other restaurants are different. We're located, directly next to the Q, so it's generally everybody's just disappointed and still hopeful that there's going to be some sort of season.
This would look like a ghost town, wouldn't it, if they don't play basketball across the street there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the fans aren't going to be down here. Hopefully we can still get them out to eat and drink.
Yeah, well, let's hope that they find a way to get back on the basketball floor so that you can make a couple of bucks over the Harry Buffalo. Caitlin Cassidi, many thanks, Caitlin.
Thank you so much.
And good luck to you.
Thank you.
Caitlin Cassidi is the manager of the Harry Buffalo on East 4th Street. Let's go back to Lee.